Oi. Yo, what up, people? Welcome back or welcome. I hope that this finds you when it needs to find you. I hope that you hear what you need to hear. I really don't know where I'm starting, where I'm going, so bear with me, but I do have a question. The question is, why would you love? Why would you love? Why would you care about something, the only something that provides you with enough vulnerability to the point where you can get hurt? Whether that's deathly hurt, like hurt to a point where you can't recover, or hurt to a point where you just falter and then you have to grow from it. Why would you love? If love is the only thing that you care about enough to the point where when it expires, if it expires, there's an if to it, it's not just a when. But if love is the only thing that has enough power over you that if it goes, that it will hurt you to the point where you are just completely changed for the rest of your life, why would you love? If you liked something, it wouldn't be that bad if it left. If you liked something, it wouldn't be that bad if, it poked you and then suddenly you have to realize and understand that there is growth to be had and maybe I can move on from this thing that I like and all it is that I liked it and maybe I'm content with it now. But love, it goes through these stages. And if love hurts you, which it will, no matter what angle of love we're talking about, love will hurt you. If love hurts you, why do you submit yourself to it? See, no matter which way you turn, whether it's a family member that's gone, whether it's a relationship that you cared so much about and now that that's gone, even if it's a plot of land, nature takes away those things from you. There's going to be something that separates you from the thing that you love. There's going to be something that hurts you within love. It's that simple. Love will hurt. Love will always change and grow you no matter what angle. Whether it is that relationship, when you break up with that person, you will change and you will grow. You will become a different person. Even the love that you had with that person while they were here has been changing, growing, and shaping you in ways that you probably don't understand. Being with somebody and loving somebody, truly loving somebody, even if you don't truly love them, I would make the case that you're constantly learning how to communicate or learning how not to communicate, either or. Either or, that's the reality of things, is that love will change you. And if you lose somebody, it's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to rediscover yourself, the person that you are and the person that you can be with or without this person around. The reality is that love will fucking hurt you. So why do you do it? Love will leave. You can love this beach and suddenly erosion comes and takes it away, slowly but surely. And that hurts, doesn't it? If you've got this plot of land that, this beach is the closest thing to peace that I've found. This beach is my comfort, this beach is my love, this beach is the thing that helps me center myself, but it's gone. It's gone now. And the thing that you love is gone, and now that hurts, doesn't it? It does. Love hurts. So why do you do it? I'm asking you genuinely, why do you do it? Because love is the foundation of all fucking things. Love is everything. Love is the reason why we get up in the morning. It's for our love for ourselves. Love is the reason why we go to work even though we don't like our job. It's for a love for ourselves. Love is the reason why we continue to submit to these relationships and hope that true love is a real fucking thing. Love is the reason why we fight to communicate even though that love is hurting us, just because we hope that we can become better, or we hope that we could either be better for someone else or that we could see better with someone else. Love is, I love my family, but some of them are gone. Does that mean I'm going to stop loving my family? Does that mean I'm going to stop embracing full relationships? Love is a sports team that you love so much, but they lose all the fucking time. They lose all the fucking time and they disappoint the shit out of you, but you still show up and you still watch every single game that you are available for. You put yourself out for it. Now, that could be me putting my own toxic relationship with the team that I love so much out there. However, love is the foundation of fucking everything. You don't know hate unless you know love. You don't know like unless you know love. Like is a barrier between you and actually truly loving something. You don't know anything unless you know love. Love is within the grass. Love is within the trees. Love is within the water. Love is within you. Love is within the God that you believe in, that accepts you no matter what flaws you come with. Love is just like this building that's right next to me. Weird that I'm finally bringing that up, right? Love is like this building. It's a Friendly's, a foundation that people loved the fuck out of. But people didn't love it enough to the point where it got hurt. And now it's closed down, and now it's boarded up, and I don't know if they've got, oh, hello, that's a bird. I don't know if they've got some weird thing going on because they have caution tape here. I don't know if there's a crime here. Do I want to know? I'm not really sure. But love is just like this Friendly's. It provides you with something for so long until the point where it just can't go on. If it can't go on. Not all love disappears. Technically, all love does disappear because everybody dies one day, but not all love disappears. Love itself can be and is unconditional. Love can be unconditional in the sense where it can last beyond people. To this day, I still feel my family around me, even though there's a large chunk of my family that's not here. I didn't grow up with many family members, and some of the ones that I had, they're not really here to this day, but I can still feel them. I can still hear them in the things that we used to do. I can still see their face or their signs in the clouds. I can still hear the birds chirp. I can still take part in the love that I had with them, because that love is unconditional and that love will never expire. Now, certain love will. Certain love isn't really meant to last forever. Certain love is meant to be a part of your life and then hurt you and then it disappears. But other things are just unconditional. Other things are just constantly there. They're ever present no matter what stage of life it's in. And love is a part of all things. So why would you take part in it? Why? Ask yourself, why would you take part in it? Because the rewards that it brings to you are way bigger than the failures that it shows you. Love is an important thing. Love is something that we can't go through life without. Love is something that starts our life and ends our life. You go into this life because, weird transition, your parents loved each other. Let's put it that way. You go into this life because your parents loved each other. And furthermore, if you want to ignore that, which I do suggest you do because I'm going to ignore that as well, but furthermore, you come into this life with unconditional love. As soon as you are born, you are held. Even by the fucking doctors. The doctors that are there are just probably so grateful just to be present while you were born. So you're born into this life with love. And when you leave this life, hopefully you have people surrounding you. And now whether you have people physically in this physical world with you or not, the reality is that you will have those spirits around you that loved you. Unless you're a complete douchebag and then you're the reason why love is ruined for certain people. But love is not ruined for all people. There's this big narrative in this world that love is pointless and although it may be timeless, it doesn't even really exist. There's no such thing as love. Why would you waste your time with it? And I'm asking you the same question, but I'm asking you it with a different lens. Why would you spend your time with love? Because love is unconditional. Love is something that is just, there's no words that I can put to it. Love is beautiful in a way that we cannot ever possibly fully acknowledge. Love is something that is just, it has this grasp on you, something that makes sure that you can't turn away no matter how bad it gets, and no matter how good it gets, you are unsurprised, you're unfazed. Unless you are. I mean, actually, to this day, whenever I experience love so great, I get surprised. I get surprised that those big feelings and big emotions are within me. I get a little bit, I don't know, antsy. I sit there and I'm like, oh fuck, this is real, no way. Love gets me fucking giddy because I didn't know that there was something like that was in this world, that there was something that pure. I've experienced the lowest of the low, but when I get the opposite end of that spectrum, it's almost shocking. And yet at the same time, like I said, I'm not moved. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, well, this is exactly what I expected from you as an individual, from me after putting in all this work, from my surroundings, from whatever it is. Once I put the time in, like if love is being present and loving the present moment, once I get to that point and I'm present enough to the point where I truly love my surroundings, I go, wow, this is the effort I've been talking about all along. I'm not surprised that it feels this good, but you know who's been holding me back from it this whole entire time? Me and my own brain, and I've just been stopping myself from embracing love in its truest value, even though I knew it for a fact, and I knew that that's the way that it works. Love works like that. You can take part in love, and you can choose to love. You can choose to love all things that you have, and you can choose to take part in the things that you have truly. But it's up to you whether you'd like to put that barrier in between you and love. It's up to you whether you'd like to submit yourself to the narrative that love is pointless. And if you do because of one ex-girlfriend, because you're being a bitch and you won't get over that shit, sorry, judgment there. But if you're being a bitch and you choose to ignore love and ignore the values of true love, if you're being a bitch and hiding from yourself because love makes sure that you grow as a person and shows you things within yourself that you're afraid of and things that you're not ready to get over, then that's up to you. It's up to you if you want to feed into that narrative that love will only hurt you. But love will hurt you. Love will hurt you. But the undoubted fact, the 100% is that when you truthfully experience love, that is so much more valuable than any pain that anything could possibly bring to you. And that pain that is brought to you is mostly based in love. I would not be hurt that I lost certain people if I didn't love those people. That's the reality of things. I would not be hurt if that sports team lost, if I didn't love that team. I would not be hurt if my job would have some kind of gap in it, because I love myself enough to know that that's important enough to me that I want to keep it so that I can have a comfortable way of life or a good set of pay or a good boss or whatever it is. Not that my job is at stake at all, because they fucking love me. Every job I've ever been at has loved me, and that's a topic that's come up a lot. I'm not trying to be conceited, but I'm saying that's because I was present enough to the point where I made myself love it. It could be the most stupid and inconvenient job ever. It could be pizza delivery, which I've done. It could be working at Lowe's, which I've done. But I worked so hard at it to the point where I acted like I loved it, put myself out so much to the point where they thought that I loved it enough to stay for the entirety of my life, to the point where they said, we don't want you to go. Because I loved it so hard, ironically, because it's a department store or a pizza place, that I showed them so much effort that when I went to leave, they were upset. They were upset with me because they're in the mindset that I love the way that he works, and now he's going to go, and all love has ever done is hurt me. For most people, and for me for a while, love is equated to pain. To an extent, it still does. To an extent, I'm still coping with things that keep that barrier between me and true love and true presence and true experience of what love is unconditionally. There's still a barrier between that, but to some people, and like I said, including me sometimes, love equates to pain. And that's valid for what you're experiencing. I understand that feeling. I understand the way that you're experiencing it, and I understand the process in which you are going through. However, love is not just pain. Love is an experience that comes with pain. Love is a big journey, but this is the hill that's in the middle of the journey, and you're about to hit that downslope that just slides you down. So fun for the rest of your journey. And the rest of your journey with that is going to be fun. And maybe you're going to hit some hiccups. Maybe you will. Maybe that's guaranteed with whatever you experience. Maybe bickering is meant to happen with your wife when you're fucking 40. Maybe bickering is meant to happen with your parents when you're whatever age you are. It could be as you're a teenager or as you're old. Maybe you're never meant to fully agree with the person that you love. But maybe that's the same thing that pushes the boundaries of you as a person and makes you learn as a person. Love is unconditional. Why would you fucking love? Why would you love it? Why would you love if everything leaves you? Why would you love if love is pain? Why would you love if love constantly hurts you? Because love is unconditional. Love is something that words cannot describe. Love is something so pure, so beautiful, that you simply cannot match it. And the opposite end of the spectrum is not the opposite end of the spectrum. There is no pain that is as great as love at its truest value. Why would you love? Because love is fucking everything. Take part in it. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how else to encourage you. And if you're stuck on one person, the one person you should be stuck on is you. Forget that one person. Clearly, if they don't treat you like you're valued enough, fuck it. You are valued enough. You're valuable enough. Get out there. Go again. And that doesn't mean get out there and go again as in find a different person, but get up. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you no matter who does. I love you no matter the fact that they did and they technically don't currently now. And I love the love that we shared because the purest moments were so beautiful for that. Take part in love. There's nothing better than love. There's so much hate and bullshit and that middle ground of bickering and that middle ground of back and forth and all that kind of bullshit, when really love is all fucking things. You take part in that and you're not as concerned about this balance of the back and forth. You're not as concerned about these issues where people are paying attention to the nuances of everything that everybody's fucking saying, and if you say one thing off, then you're so wrong. It's too often that one side and the other side are constantly paying attention to what each of them are saying to make sure that whatever they say, even if it's slightly off, even if it has that hint of truth, then they're making sure that they find a way to ruin it. Because what's the point in loving anything that they say if that one thing that they say causes them pain? People are more oriented to focus on what makes them unhappy. That's just the truth. But you don't have to be that way. You can be the change within this world by embracing love and embracing love truly. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate on you, on your livelihood, on the things that make this world so fucking beautiful. Look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you love yourself. Look at these trees. Tell these trees that you love it. Look at the grass and stick your fucking feet in it and say, thank you for giving me a foot massage. I fucking love you. There's so much more to this world than just pain and anguish. And as much as you may think love is pain, and that's what it equates to, I understand that's a growth process, but you will get the fuck past that. I promise you. It's just a phase. This is just a phase of loving yourself, and that love for yourself is hurting you. You will bounce back. I love you guys. And as much as it hurts me to put these episodes out every week because it drains me to a certain extent, and that editing takes time out of my day, I love it. And I'm willing to put up that pain so that I can continue to give you guys this. Because this is love, okay? And I love myself enough to keep telling myself these messages and putting this shit out there because this has put me in such a better mood. I love myself enough to get through that fucking struggle so that I could just make sense of something. And I made sense of something completely unscripted this time. So I hope that that was one of the best episodes that I've ever done because it feels like it. Or maybe I'm wrong and I'll watch it back and I'll be like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Whatever, bro. I love it. I love it for what it is. Thank you guys. I love you guys. And continue to love. And be good.